Yo, this is this review where I review things I have an opinion on, usually on pop culture stuff like TV, movies, music, books. So, for this video, I'm going to talk about Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon just because it's reminiscent of my childhood. I mean, it came out when I was about in middle school. So, I mean, as a young girl, you get to see these girls that are slightly older than me become superheroes, and they stand for stuff like love and justice and friendship and loyalty. It's fucking awesome. It also came out around the time of Spice Girls, so it's all about girl power. And it was just really empowering. So, as an adult rewatching it, it's awesome, but also rewatching it, I mean, because they released it on Hulu, they've released it with the Japanese subtitle. I mean, English subtitles, Japanese, um, voices. So the Japanese version is so different from the English version just because I think Americans are a bit prudish compared to the Japanese. And so I'm seeing scenes that I never saw before, episodes I never saw before. I think the finale for season 1 of Sailor Moon in the American version was like cut down to one episode, but in the Japanese version it was two episodes. But as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like they did die, or sorry, spoiler. But it was also just more in depth. I felt after watching the Japanese version, I felt kind of cheated when I was a kid because, the producers in America didn't trust kids to really understand the concept of, lost or just it was deep and it was so much better. It made so much more sense. But yeah, so that's Sailor Moon Japanese and American version. But I'm also, because I love Sailor Moon, have been watching Sailor Moon Crystal. It's the same, Queen Beryl arc, but it's different animation and it actually follows the manga much more closely. So that's blowing my mind too because it's just there's more things. Like I never knew that Jadeite and Kunzite and Zoisite, like they're before they became evil, they were actually followers of Prince Endymion or Endym I don't know, I'm not sure, but Darien. And oh my god, it's just so good. Or even the relationship between Serena and Darien, or Usagi and Darien, or Mamoru. I don't know their Japanese names, but anyways, like the love between the two characters are much more developed. The two main characters are much more developed in Sailor Moon Crystal, and like I said, okay. I'll have to say this: watching Sailor Moon objectively, like if this didn't touch like a reminiscent chord, it's weird. It's so fucking weird. And I thought about like if this was done live action, like does the enemy really have to wait that long for them to transform? Because they take a long time to transform. So it's like while they're transforming, the bad guy could easily shoot them like pow, and then stop them before they I don't know. It's just it's so weird, but it's just so good because I guess it talks about universal themes and girl power.